So, once again, your boy, the man, NJ to the city with the number 20, yo. So, shout out bless all, I want to say my futurely new subscribers, if not already my new subscribers, but definitely more so futurely, because I'm checking in the numbers. I don't have any new ones right now at this very moment, but I know I had a really good weekend, a really good brand weekend. It wasn't as explosive as I had, thought it was going to be, but it was definitely good enough for what I had hoped it to be, because I had so much energy walking into this past weekend's tournament, because today's Monday. I want to say in the 20s, right? In the 20s of which today is, if I'm not mistaken, 21st, 22nd, one of those. I just know it was in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was a softball weekend. And the dumbest part about it being a softball weekend is like, I'm so used to, at least over this weekend, I'm so used to watching, this and that on whatever, or particularly on like, my, streaming apps. So used to watching softball on my streaming apps, let alone watching sports on my streaming apps. I feel like I haven't been watching too much of that, or maybe I watched a game or two, but I haven't been watching nearly as much as what I feel like the market has out there. Even though we just started, softball within the last 2-3 weeks in terms of college, though, and so on. But I'm very thankful for the start of this season. The weekend was good in terms of like I still handed out a lot of cards. I just didn't hand out nearly as many as I had hoped to, because I realized as time went on, in order for me to hand out as many cards as I was gonna hand out, one of a few things had to happen. Number one, I had to have everybody's clear-cut attention to just pass it out one by one by one by one by one. Either that, or I had to be talking to somebody new every 2 seconds. And that just wasn't going to happen, because I was having too many other good conversations that lasted way longer than 2 seconds. So I definitely know I passed out quite a few, got to know quite a few new teams, quite a few new people. And I'm just very thankful and appreciative of the weekend that I did have overall, and so on. Did I say to give you some softball news of what happened? So I mean, God bless Pro Impact. God bless North Florida Sharks. God bless the Rage. I don't know their first name. That's just the mascot name, which I know, or actually team name. Period. Rage. I want to say Fury, but no. Rage. Fusion. First Coast Fire. There was Team NC. If Team NC ever watches this, you all played again. Dominant, phenomenal, outstanding. I am so, blessed to know that you guys traveled 6 hours to come play here in Jacksonville. It's an honor that we was able to host you all. But it's even bigger the fact that you traveled 6 hours and you won. You won things. I don't know how many games you won, but I definitely know the one game that the last game I saw you in yesterday was a heart stopper, buzzer beater, and you won it. So you traveled 6 hours and you mostly won, because that's the best bet slash the best benefit of travel ball is we're not just traveling to go and compete. We're traveling to go beat everybody. Let alone just beat more people than what we lose by, etc. And thank God for Team NC, even though I keep being tempted to say Team MC, but it kind of makes sense because I'm a rapper, so that is how that goes. But God bless all the people that I gave my cards to, and like I've been wanting to say all night, last night, because I got many more videos. I'll keep on introducing myself more and more to you all. Regardless of all the new videos I'm gonna film to continue to keep introducing myself, you got all the old videos, let alone just videos and period that are in the past, within like last 2-3 days, let alone months, weeks, years, etc. So get to know your boy NJ to the city. I passed out quite a few business cards this weekend. I'm thankful and appreciative because I'm not gonna grow what I'm doing if I don't do that. That's something I want everybody to understand. No one's gonna grow what they do if they're not willing to take risks, if they're not willing to get out of their comfort zone. And trust me, talking to random people ain't even a comfort zone for me. And actually, it is a comfort zone, but in terms of it's not like a getting out of my comfort zone. It's something that I do quite often, randomly, all day, every day at this point. I'm very comfortable in my own skin talking to random people, and so on. But it's something I'm trying to express there is like, it's not something that if I do talk to you, it's something that I'm getting out of my comfort zone to do. No, I'm very comfortable talking to you, let alone anybody, random people. That's literally how I have so many friends, which I have, because I built that over time, learning how to talk to people, let alone the courage to go up and talk to random people. But you're not gonna build a brand, let alone make more money and just succeed in other ways that you want to go and grow by being afraid to have conversation, be afraid to talk to random people, actually, let alone just meet people in general. And yeah, meet people, have conversation, and see where everybody can fruitfully, prosperly work together, and so on. I'm thankful again for all the softball teams that I met, and so on. And I posted on my Snapchat, NJ to the City, that I look absolutely too good, godly forward to exploring more of my creativity out in the community when it comes to representing more teams, more businesses, more clubs, more everything. Because I am the ambassador face of the franchise, and it's definitely about time in order for me to make 2021 as successful as I want to. Not as someone become a millionaire overnight, but and actually you never know. You really never know. Sometimes you definitely could, let alone scratch offs, etc. Uh, it was a I don't work for Stealth. I don't work for MSA, but at the same time, on behalf of Stealth and MSA, and the North Florida Sharks and more, because I have friends on all those teams, and continuously galvanizing more friends on more teams. One of the type of reasons why I'm thankful to have been out there the way I was this weekend, just getting more acclimated with more people, getting more friends everywhere. And that's why I was talking to a lot of random people at times throughout this weekend, was for that exact reason, because that's who I am. I understand not everybody's going to react to it the same way, and I want everybody, especially if you're new to me, understand that very positively, unapologetically. I understand not everybody is going to, and not everyone likes being just talked to randomly like that. Like, oh, I don't know you. You just said this. I don't know you. I get it. I totally get it. But because I dwelled on that all last night after I left the park, of like, I love what I do, talking to random people, trying to get involved and get connected and yada yada yada. Promote my brand name, image, likeness, reputation. But at the same time, I thought to myself, Nate, some of these people, since they don't know you like that just yet, even though you're passing out cards so they can get to know you, and most people were generally fairly, friendly as God knows what. Or actually, friendly as Southern hospitality is. I can understand vice versa. Like I told one of my friends on Saturday, I can understand that if some people were probably looking at me lopsided of like, why is this guy just randomly talking to me, or why is this guy randomly giving me a card or whatever else. I have to bet on it. I have no other choice. I wish that and that's why I love. I said in the beginning of this video that I embrace being out in crowds and having everybody's attention, so I can literally tell everybody from point A to point B who I am, how you're definitely gonna see me more often, and here's some cards, so so you can absolutely get to know me right off the bat, rather than dare I say, indeed, just randomly walking up talking to everybody the way that I was. Now, that's not to say that there was not a lot of blessings that came out of that. Most people do not care. 9 out of 10, most people that I did that to this weekend, like I've been doing to for years, love it. They're okay with it, unapologetically. It's all right. They're full of Southern hospitality, which makes sense because we are in Florida, etc. So thank you to everybody who has responded pretty darn well to me talking to you randomly, especially if you are, especially if we're in a store, storefront, and I'm talking to the cashier or the owner of the darn business to begin with. I mean, that, especially for that type of category, that's pretty much your job, as a store owner, to again interact with your customers and get to know more, and how again, we can buy more, we can do more, hopefully work together on some things. That's part of your job, just to let you know. But regardless, thank you to everybody this past weekend and more weekends who have reacted so very, solid towards me talking to you randomly or you talking to me randomly. Because I am NJ to the City, Nathaniel Joshua Williams. I can assure you, I don't have a problem with people talking to me randomly. Just don't talk to me randomly with some garbage. If you can talk to me randomly with some southern hospitality, with some sense, with some character, with some wisdom, with some, tips, advice, I don't care. You get the point, let alone about the game that we're watching. I'm good with that. Do it, because I'm not a hard person to approach, let alone a hard person to hold a conversation with. I make it fairly easy for anybody and everybody. But thank God for all the people that treated me well as I treated them well, and we all just frolicked amongst. I want to say frolicked about the cabin as cradily and fruitfully as we possibly can. Thank you to everybody who entertained my random conversations with you this weekend, and let alone other conversations I'm going to have randomly in future weekends, let alone everyday life. And did I even say for people who might have, might have taken it negatively or might have been like, again, who is this guy? Why is he random talking to me? Why did he give me a random compliment? My name is Nathaniel Joshua Williams, aka NJ to the City. Please look up and down this channel. I gave you my card. Please look at all my social media because trust me, I understand. Not everybody's gonna respond to it the same way. I get it. That's one of the reasons I'm making this video. Not everyone's gonna respond to it the same way. But I'm telling you, that's why I gave you the card to begin with, so you can get these references of who I am and understand that I'm not just some random bub that decided to, join in the crowd and have a party with it. I'm a real guy who has purpose pretty much everywhere he goes in everyday life and really wants to, gratify, Christ and push him, his kingdom, his mercy, his grace, his forgiveness to the front of our society so we can once again all heal and be cleaner and prosper, ultimately in the kingdom of God. And so on, because I totally understand some people definitely, and again, that definitely was like just 1 or 2 out of like 15, if not 1, 2 out of like, again, 50 that might have thought like, huh, that might have been skeptical of, again, why was I, walking from, field to field to field, talking to this person, that person, that person, and some of y'all probably thought I worked there, because I swear I go so many places where people think that I work there because I'm always doing exactly what I'm saying. I'm going around cheering, talking to random people, about whatever. Some people think that, yeah, he kind of works there, or he should work there, or he does, and yeah. But, a big part of it, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to grow this brand, grow my power of influence, let alone grow the kingdom of God if I'm afraid to, go out there in the random public and have conversations, let alone, cheer on your kids, let alone meet random people and see where we go. I'm not gonna grow the kingdom of God, let alone grow my brand, if I don't take these sacrifices and chances to expand upon wisdom. So I hope everybody understands that the most fruitful, best way. I understand some people are, again, are still gonna be like, you shouldn't talk to random people like, well, did I even say whichever way you could phrase that, but at the same time, I've also learned pretty quickly that we're gonna know each other / learn each other / get to know each other eventually, whether I engage first or you engage first. So it's just me taking the first step, because I've been there so many times where it's like we're gonna know each other one way or another. Whether I talk to you first, you talk to me first, it usually happens one way or another. But indeed, God is my judge of witness. I meditate on this stuff all the time. I literally think about it. It's on my mind whether I did it right, whether I did it wrong. And I'm always asking God to forgive me if I did it wrong, and always asking for further guidance, strength, and forgiveness so I can go out there and take advantage of my redemption and so on. But thank you to everybody who did respond well to me. Thank you to everybody who understands it. Thank you to everybody who, who loves it. Thank you to everybody who put all that time, that work, that energy, and that effort into making this past softball weekend at MSA, Mandarin Sports Association, the absolute one of the best that it could totally be. Y'all did a phenomenal job. All the teams played some phenomenal softball. I got friends everywhere, that I've known for some time, and then people that I just, randomly picked up and so on. And it was a blessing to be out there to support all of them. Again, Team NC, North Carolina, thank you for, again, making the trip down here to compete and learn and build and grow with our family, our our base and our community, and wish you all the best on just God for everything going forward. Because like I say, this is what it's all about. That's what weekends are made for. Let alone that's what we got to do if we want to again for the kingdom of God. I got more coming soon. You boy, man. NJ to the city. Out. See, some things I can really sing really, really flawlessly. Other things are like, what? But other than that, peace. More coming soon.